Let's give it over to Drunkenshoe with his run of Mages of Mystralia.
I'm Drunkenshoe. This is Mages of Mystralia, a small little indie game which can be described as Zelda meets Magica, I guess. That's the best description I can give. And I think I'm just gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. We have a 1-minute cutscene that we can't skip, so
Cool.
let's enjoy. But yeah, basically you just destroyed your village because you accidentally used magic. Oops.
Happens to the best, just, you know.
And now you got banned from your village, and now you have to find your own place in the world. And then a disaster is arising that you have to solve. Even though he just tells you you are a mage, so that's cool. We are gonna prevent this disaster very fast, hopefully. All right. So I just skipped a cutscene trigger by pausing on the same frame as the cutscene would happen. And that will happen a lot in this run. And this cutscene, this cutscene skip saves like 45 seconds. So that's a lot in such a short run.
When you say on the same frame, is it actually frame perfect?
It's like I have a visual cue. If I didn't have that visual cue, I would miss it.
Right. Yeah.
So without that visual cue, it's
rather
kind of
precise.
hard. Yeah, it might not be frame perfect, but like 2 frames maybe. There's another one coming up, but that only saves like 12 seconds. So if I miss it, it's fine, and I only have 1 try. I failed it, so it's whatever. And now the rest of this part is just tutorial, which is self-explanatory. But after the tutorial, I'm gonna try a skip that saves 1.5 minutes. And it's kind of hard to explain what happens, but I'm gonna try anyways.
Thanks.
But yeah, for now nothing is gonna really happen. It's kind of basic gameplay. Oh, and NSC stands for no save corruption, because there's another category that beats the game in 10 minutes, but it's basically you play for 20 seconds, then warp to the last boss and fight him for 8 minutes. Which doesn't sound like fun. So yeah, I can't really explain the save corruption glitch, but yeah, there's the save corruption glitch that warps you to the last boss. So yeah, I do the no save corruption route, which is a little more fun. Okay.
Do we have time to squeeze in a short donation?
Sure.
There
Or maybe after the skip. then so
No worries.
it's gonna be over soon.
Just tell me when I can go.
Now.
We have $25 from Sada, leaving no comment. That's it.
Oh, thanks.
What precisely happened there?
So if you pause while voiding out, the game can't really set a location, and on some maps it just warps you to a default location, which is here on that map, but on most maps it still just puts you back where you dropped down from. So it's kind of lucky that on that map it spawns you there if you do that when you pause while dropping into a void trigger. So yeah, that saved 1.5 minutes.
No bully.
So we were supposed to actually save her from the goblins, but that's slow. So we're just gonna leave her behind. It's gonna be fine. I failed. Great. We're not gonna leave her behind. We're gonna actually save her. Because this is a one-time trick and I failed it. So now I actually have to save her. God damn it.
Cashing in on those karma points. So what's the trick to go around a trigger with the ice blocks you spawn, or what was supposed to happen?
I was supposed to void out while picking up that flower, and if I then use a spell afterwards, I can actually move. Usually you're locked from moving if you pick up an item, and then I also don't have collision for that time, so I can just go through the fence on the left side and leave her behind. But that didn't work out, sadly. Because I didn't go far enough into the water while picking up the flower.
Yeah, okay.
Which loses a lot of time because, yeah, you have to go back, fight, and then get her husband that's in this village. That's the village I was banned from. I don't know why I can get back in, but sure.
Short-term memory, maybe.
But her husband can fix that card that's blocking the way, so I have to get him and tell him, hey, can you fix that card, please?
So right, with the skip there wouldn't have been any need to go into that village.
Yeah, exactly. You would never see that village at all. But now there's like 2 more cutscenes I can skip with the pausing, but I failed to skip this one, so whatever. That's like 3 seconds, that's okay. This one is more important. I didn't do this in a while, so hey, I got it. Great. That one saves
Easy.
5 seconds. Easy. Now we are approaching the first rune. Runes are a thing in this game that change the behavior of spells and stuff. And the first rune you get is the move rune, so you can actually move on fireballs and stuff. And you can move faster as well, because you can put it on your ego spell, which is like a spell that's cast on yourself, like shields and stuff. So then we can dash. And yeah. But I have to kill that mini-boss first. Yeah, I guess the villagers forgot I almost killed them with a fire. It's fine. That was an actual decent fight. So yeah, this is the move rune that I can equip to spells, because this has this very nice spellcrafting system actually, but we don't really see many runes because I think we only pick up 5 runes overall. And there's like 30 or 40, so... But yeah, now I can dash, which is a lot faster. Ow. And I go into this area to deload an intro cutscene later for the same area, because this is not the main entrance. And if you go to the main entrance, there's usually an intro cutscene for an area. But if you go into an area from another entrance, you skip that basically, because the game already thinks, oh, you went here already, so yeah, let's not show the intro cutscene. That's useful for later, but we'll come to that, so yeah. What I'm doing here is also not intended. There's an invisible wall in front of me I'm gonna skip and fall up. Never mind, I'm missing the water, so that was bad. It's okay, I can just reload and try again. But that skips the whole area if I fall into the water, because it spawns me on the other side of the river for some reason, and that's on the other side of the area, which is very helpful. That's better. That's not a hard trick, but thanks. Anyways.
Sorry for applauding. Will never happen again.
Now I'm gonna get another rune that makes me dash even faster, which is obviously useful. But I have to do this fight first. I'm gonna equip that, and now I'm gonna go dash further and faster. But it also costs more mana, but it's still worth it, because...
Speed.
Yeah, speed, exactly.
Tell me when I can squeeze in another donation, please.
Right now.
Perfect. We've got $20 from Harper saying Apollo needs to die, which relates to the Defeat Apollo incentive of Crosscode, which will come up in a few runs. With that donation, we are at $126 out of 150, so only $24 more to go to meet that incentive. So please get it in, guys.
What just happened here is I changed the texture quality to make the game lag that lets me skip triggers. And I skipped the void trigger to hit a different void trigger that puts me further up. And there I redirected the spell so I can actually hit that torch thing without having to get an extra rune that you would need to use casually. And now I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna let this game speak for itself for a second. I exist twice, it's fine. I duped everything. Like literally everything. Myself and the map, and yeah, that happened. It's kind of hard to explain what I did there, but basically by going to the main menu while warping to a location, I go into the main menu also exists on the map. That's why it just dupes the game. Basically, if you load into the main menu while warping. Oh, now we have double cutscene because I didn't skip it. Oops. It's Drunkenshoe. Not Drunkenshoe, but yeah. I just saw that in the chat. I'm sorry.
So is that an advantage of you existing twice, or is it just a side effect, a useless side effect of the
What?
doopy-doo? Like that your character model exists twice now in this world, or whatever?
Like what the advantage was, I had the same effect I had when I tried to the flower thing. I could move through walls because I existed twice. I don't know why that happens, but yeah, if you exist twice, you have the same effect, and can use that to go through walls to skip that entire area. As you can see, I just dropped into the water, and then I could go through the wall.
Yeah.
And I didn't explain another thing. Usually, you're only able to warp to 3 locations, but by opening the map after teleporting, you can just choose whichever location you want for some reason, which is not intended. So that's good, because that makes this way faster, because you don't have to run to the places. And usually, as I said, you have to watch intro cutscenes, but if you do the same glitch you would do for duping and going into the game earlier in the loading screen, basically, you can skip the intro cutscene as well, which I just did. And now, one of the easiest out of bounds in the game, we're just gonna go around an invisible wall and drop down, and we're out of bounds. And then we drop into the lava of the boss arena and spawn behind the boss arena, because the game doesn't know where to spawn me, and the closest safe place, I guess, is behind the boss arena. So we skip another dungeon completely. Oops. Now we are hopefully gonna actually skip the cutscene. Yes, I did. Okay, cool. So this are the only 2 elements we get. There's 2 other elements you are supposed to get, but we don't need those. So we are set on finishing this game pretty much. We only need 1 more rune. That's the 1 rune I'm gonna collect, and I needed a fire defilement to get that. So that's why I went here first. Can you not stand? Okay, I could still activate. Never mind, you can stand there. It's fine, Goblin. Setting up his... This time I'm not gonna go to the main menu because I just need to warp. So, that's okay. So now I'm gonna... Instead of interrupting a trigger, I'm actually just gonna delay a trigger, a transition trigger, and while I do that, I'm gonna dash out of this transition into the water to void out. That will spawn me somewhere else. You heard me drop into the water, hopefully. Oh, I activated something, that's okay. No, I don't wanna hit, thanks. And that spawns me here because the interior part of the tent is behind this wall out of bounds. So I just warped here, because that's the safest, closest spot, a ledge that's there, so yeah. That PB is not actually the right PB, but yeah, my actual PB is 1845. But I didn't submit that yet. I might die. No, please don't, thanks. Dying here would lose me like 30 seconds, which wouldn't be good. And now I'm gonna warp to the last area, and then I'm pretty much done with the run at this point. But I'm also gonna dupe myself again. And this time use the actual first main character. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna clip her through that barrier. And then skip this boss fight by using the trigger interrupt glitch again. And you saw you can clip with this pillar, so we're just gonna do that a lot now. Hopefully. That music is very loud in here for some reason. Okay. I have to go back to the main menu just so I can see my health and mana again. But yeah, I will have to do this 4 times because there's 4 rooms that have the similar layout. So you're going to see me clip a lot. And because I don't have the elements, I cannot actually do the fights in these rooms that are supposed to happen anyways. Come on. Okay. Okay, that took a while, but we got through.
At least from what I saw, this clipping can be rather finicky to get.
Yeah, you have to like turn cast to do these clips. Because then it pushes you for some reason. Okay, there we go. I cannot really do it at this door here because of that ice pillar in front. So I have to do it in that corner down there. Oh yeah, the beeping. Let's get rid of the beeping. Better.
Red bar strats.
I don't want to be at red bar anymore. In an earlier iteration of Rat, I needed to be because there's a wand that gives you more damage based on how low your health is.
Right, yeah.
But we don't pick that up anymore. Come on. So that's a thing of the past. Okay. One more room and then the final boss and we should be done. Okay, we are through. I can't really get that health. I can show off what happens. I cannot take that health because it drops down there for some reason. Oops.
Oops.
It's the only health that just drops down because I guess no collision there. And now we can make an AI loop by just circling around him. Oh, I forgot that. Let's use controller, I guess. I completely forgot about that. But for this I need to use mouse. But I guess I will fight him with controller.
I think it was because of the shift.
Yes, it was shift, exactly. Okay. Oops. It's fine. This is still gonna be fine.
Maybe. I hope you tell me when time happens, by the way.
Time is when I press escape and you see the main menu coming up.
Okay.
But I'm gonna still tell you when exactly.
Thank
It's
you very
fine.
much.
Apparently stream is offline. RIP.
Oops. Seems the recording is going.
So people missed the boss fight. Great. The run is over when it's back. Oops.
Instead of all the cool glitches, that's fine.
Yeah. The last boss is literally just circle around him and attack him until he's gone. But yeah, now he's gonna leave, and when he's completely gone, I press escape, and the run is over. And time. Woo! So what's the actual time? Because we go by in-game time. Let's see. 23:07. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Decent time for marathons.
Yes. I hope people enjoyed this one, but by at least what they could see before the stream went down. Yes, I know. So yeah, that was Mages of Mystralia. I hope everyone enjoyed that. And yeah, what's next? I don't remember anymore. Yeah, out there somewhere. I hope that one is going well as well. So yeah, I think I'm done.